y'all remind me too of your upbringing, right? Do you have any issues you want to talk about that? Things we didn't do right, that parents could benefit from?
Oh man. Well, it kind of goes a little bit maybe back to. I want to preface any way that I respond to that by saying it kind of goes back to the whole thing of intent, and you all were intending to do well, and it wasn't like you were trying to be, even though you're an army man, you weren't trying to be militant. You know what I mean? You weren't trying to be invasive. But I will also say, I think I can say this in a nice enough way, but I think that there is something to be taken from the fact that me and my four brothers, all five of us who were raised, private school and all that stuff, and there's something to be observed just in the fact that we all pushed back against it. I think that there's something being done wrong in trying to. I heard this metaphor that I really like in a small group that I used to go to, that you don't, when a caterpillar is going to become a butterfly, it's not smushed into a butterfly mold. It's not like you take a caterpillar, you smush it into a mold, and then it comes out a butterfly. It's that you nurture it and you feed it, it is fed and it lives and whenever it's ready to, it becomes a butterfly. And not to say that being a Christian is being a butterfly, and I'm very inclusive with my religious beliefs personally right now. That's just where I'm at. What makes the most sense to me. But anyway, I don't know. I just think there's something to be observed from that. Just the fact that so many people who are raised in an environment, and a lot of it was the schooling. It wasn't even directly just the parents. It wasn't you directly necessarily, but I think I think that being in an environment where it is reinforced by the authorities that you have to be this way, and that this is right and this is not. I think that every teenager rebels against, most anyway. It's a pattern in teenagers to rebel against authority, to have authority issues and stuff like that, and so even if just for that period of their life, that's why punk rock music exists,
Looking back, for me, one thing I don't do is I don't make my kids go to church, because I was made to go to church, and sometimes I wonder, was I brainwashed to believe everything I believe? If I had a free choice, would that have been different? So I don't force I take them when their mom can't take them on Sundays, but usually I ask the mom to take them on Sundays as well, so they don't have to go to church until I feel like they're at an age where they can really kind of understand it more. Yeah. I'm glad to ask them. They ask me questions about God and stuff like that, and I give them my best understanding. But so that's something that I've tried to change with how my parents did it, because I went to Christian school as well, and church seems like almost every single day.
Day, pretty much.
But at the same point, I've talked about this in sermons before, is how we should write letters to the people in the church that disillusioned us and thank them. Because we're doing the work we're doing now is because we saw that. Because Caleb got forced to sit in a room for 3 hours till somebody came up and was probably going this is shit. This is not real. This is not the truth. And for us now to say, well, we're not going to just abandon ship. We're going to stay in it and try to fix it. And even those people who have left the faith, and you hear them talk about it, and I'm going well, you wouldn't be at your enlightened point of your life where you don't believe in a being in the sky or whatever, if it wasn't for the stuff that you had gone through, And I'm so we should learn that we can't go back and change anything. We can maybe learn, we definitely can learn from the past and not make the same mistakes.
That's a good point.
But the fact is realizing that we wouldn't be the people we are. And I have a lot of mental health issues and different things like that, but I don't know what it would have been like had my parents kept their ministry, and where my mental health would have been like that, or who I would have been, or if I would have been one of those people who were hurting other people in the name of Christ. So, I've learned to kind of also appreciate those hard times, appreciate those who even put me in bad situations, because I now, as a human being, don't want to put other people in those situations.
Hey, that's a good question, Dad. How has your theology evolved over the years, as far as like where you came from, where you started at, and where you are now?
Yeah, so I was a Baptist deacon and all that, but it's funny. You used to come home from Christian school, and I'd say something, and you thought I was a heretic.
Did I really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, because I never really accepted the full doctrinal questions, even when I was taking hermeneutics, right? Like, so, yeah, it's been kind of a slow march, I suppose. And there are times where you hear something and it resonates, and throughout my whole life, really, it's been the same direction. And what you all have been saying just resonates like, wow, finally somebody gets it, right? I don't know if that answers what you're saying, okay?
Yeah, that means a lot, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you all look great.
Thank you, Dad. Wow.
Thank you.
That was a post-Christian podcast.